Ciao Juventini of the world. My name is Giuseppe. Welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well. For the very first time since I opened the channel here, recording from USA, from Boston to be precise, it's 11:47 when I'm recording that video. So that means that I didn't sleep since a bit more than 23 hours. I'm totally destroyed. I'm in jet lag. I'm a bit dizzy. So don't be too harsh today with me on that video. But I really wanted to record for multiple reasons. The first one is we can say it officially. It kicked off the first game of the FIFA Club World Cup, a game between Al Ahly and the team of Lionel Messi, Inter Miami, that finished 0-0. We have a lot of things to speak about. Also, updates about Juventus Football Club that also traveled and arrived here, not in Boston, but in Washington, D.C. So if you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't yet, please comment. Let me know where you are watching from. I'm extremely interested. And also what you thought about that first game. Did you watch it or not? Because I know that the hours are difficult. So if it was too late for you to watch that first game, if you are not yet into the competition, if you were traveling, if you were in a meeting, don't forget One Football is there to be downloaded totally for free. The link is into the description. You can find it super easy because it gives you the feeling about the games, it gives you the results about the games, it gives you also, if you're reading the articles, the direct link where you can see the highlights. Like, for example, that penalty that has been made by Trezeguet, not David, but the Trezeguet that is playing with the Egyptian team. Can we say it for what I watched, because I didn't watch the 90 minutes, that probably the Egyptian team was deserving more than the team of Lionel Messi? So pay attention to the surprise of the tournament. It's not because a team you never heard about it that it will do bad. And we are playing against Vidat, we are playing against Al Ain. So really pay attention to these teams because otherwise you will have surprises and they will absolutely not be beautiful. So be prepared, anticipate, and don't say, but we are second or we will be first of the tournament. Before playing these games, everything can happen. So link is into the description so that you have the full package of One Football delivered to you. Now we can speak about Juve. Guys, the team traveled today from Torino to Washington, D.C. We saw them entering the bus first before going to the plane, so it was a direct flight for them. Lucky them. They traveled not with the entire 35 players that we mentioned a few days ago, but you already know about that a lot of the next gen players and youth academy players has been cut off to actually focus on the first team only, with Milik and with Bremer that are available. We can say it like that, but probably will not play or will not play a lot. And the two goalkeepers, Dafara and Garovani, that joined the team. For the other ones, no newness, so it will, yeah, of course, Kostic and Rogani, we know about that. They traveled with some really beautiful images of Tudor hugging Rugani, speaking with some players. He was in deep talks with Gatti. What were they speaking about? Question mark. Or were they speaking about the future of Federico Gatti, where the contract extension is not really going that well at the moment? I don't know. I don't believe that they are speaking about it publicly. They're in a bus, but it is what it is. Guys, they travel today with Scanavino, with Chiellini, not Comolli, because Comolli stayed in Torino. I believe I anticipated that yesterday also to you, so you already knew, because he needs to work. Probably not, I'm not saying finding the sporting director and finding the technical director, but probably continuing the talk with the people that they already found, maybe a short list, and then mercato, because it's true that we didn't do anything at the moment, but we need to anticipate. We need to anticipate, and there is one big name that is still there. Is Juventus on the player according to some papers? Yes. On the according to other papers, no. We'll go towards mercato in a second. What else can we say? The beautiful new merchandising, special marketing for USA market, really, really beautiful. I received a lot of beautiful appreciation about the new merchandising that Juventus was traveling with. I saw also Real Madrid doing the same, so it's really an initiative from Adidas for the top elite teams that they have under their brand. Also, Manchester United is one of their brands, but yeah, they are not participating to the FIFA Club World Cup, so no new beautiful merchandising for them. I like them. Juventus also launched the new away kit. I saw mixed feelings. There some people that really liked it, some people that said, not sure, some people that said, yeah, really beautiful, but only for the summer. I can tell you that in Miami, the launch was really spectacular, was really, really beautiful. Again, Juventus did things really well. I just spoke with Ben Black, that is staying in the same hotel as me. He was there in Miami together with Barzagli, with Matri, that also joined us here in the hotel this evening. The event was really beautiful. So in that term, it's a big success. Then on the field, will it bring success with victories or not? Let's see. I'm curious when we will wear it. Will we wear it immediately in the first game? Will it be in the second game? I don't believe it will be the third game against Manchester City because I would be extremely surprised and because it's more or less the same colors. What else did I want to say? New merchandising, the goalkeepers of the youth that has been called up. Yeah, Yildiz. Yildiz is the man of the moment at Juve, the cover man. I believe that 1 year ago, when we started speaking about the FIFA Club World Cup, when we saw the first teasers, the first images, when they had one man to select to put there in front, it was Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic is not anymore on the front pages. The one that has been pushed everywhere is Kenan Yildiz. We could have easily thought it could be McKennie, could be McKennie plus Weah, two Americans in America. No, Kenan Yildiz, full focus on him from all the papers, from everyone that are speaking about him. We gave him a year where we didn't know what to expect on him. He surprised all of us in that first year. First year, yeah, with Max Allegri. This season was his first real year, 24-25, as the number 10, as a player that would have played as a starter, which was a big difference than with the year of Allegri, where he was a bench player that came in. Now you have to prove. Now you will have to prove because the entire world will watch. Now it's not anymore a youth academy player that arrives in the first team. It's not anymore a player that is there in the 15, in the 20 of the team. It's not anymore a young promise. He has already a name, really well known in Turkey, of course, known in Serie A, but the world is expecting. If they are looking at someone from Juve at the moment with a lot of curiosity to see is he as great as the Juventini are telling us? Well, it is Kenan Yildiz that will have to show, so he will be under special observation, not that much from Juventini, but from the outside world. On the other side, contract extension. I tell you, Juventus, they need to be extremely fast. It has to be a priority, and Comolli and Giorgio Chiellini, etc., they understood really well that Yildiz is a priority, and after the World Cup, they really want to sit again together because they already did for a contract extension until 2030 that will increase, I believe, to 3-4 million euro. You will say, but he didn't show as much as we wanted yet or not. I tell you, he deserves. He deserves one, and we are obliged to do it. We are obliged because otherwise he's gone. And you don't want to lose a player like Yildiz, like Igor Tudor said in the video that I made 2 days ago. What else did I want to say? My trip, again, that's why I'm asking you not be too harsh today. Then in the next days, I will be a bit more logic with a bit more voice. But here it's like midnight in a hotel room, so I'm not screaming. I'm dizzy. But my trip was really, really long from Brussels to Frankfurt with a lot of disaster. Queues there, running from here to there because I was scared to be late. Then in the second airport, a bit of delay first. Controls that were infinite arriving in Boston. I waited 1 hour for my luggage. I was thinking really that the luggage was gone. I was like this, guys. Imagine here. 2 weeks without clothes. It would have been a total disaster. Anyway, all things good. I just arrived here immediately, meeting with Juve that told me also what I will do here for 2 weeks. Not everything in detail, but I can tell you that there will be more surprises. And the big news, what makes me really happy, I will not go to one, not two, but I will go to the 3 games of Juve, which was for me a super important thing. Guys, I would already have been happy with 0 games just to be here, but if you tell me on top of that that I go to the 3 games, mamma mia, I'm super happy. Mercato, do you want to speak about Mercato? Well, Gyökeres is a big question mark. He said no to Manchester United, so that we can already push. Good one, good one. But there are two big teams on him, Arsenal and Juventus. According to the rumors, Alfredo Pedulà site in Italy, but then also outside of Italy. They are telling us that Arsenal is still not finding a deal with Šeško, and that's why they are again really strong and leading the race for Gyökeres. Confirmed also by Tuttosport, a bit the same. And that's why Tuttosport is telling us, as it's extremely difficult to go for a Swedish player, Juventus under the radar. They didn't give up on Osimhen. They are still on the Nigerian player. Real reality or not, I think it's really difficult for at the moment understanding which papers, which media, which journals has the right source. Because I tell you, Comolli is a new one that is working in a total different way. So also the journalists, they need to be used to their way of working to understand how they can intercept the news, anticipate the mercato voices. Retegui and Castro are Italian name, well, Italians we can say, yeah, because one is Italian, the other one is not Italian, but he's playing at Bologna. So we can say the Italian names for Juve, low cost, especially Castro, if you're looking at the price of Gyökeres or the price of Osimhen. Castro is definitely much cheaper. Corriere dello Sport on the other side, they are saying, no, it's not true what Tuttosport is saying. No, it's not true what the other papers are saying, because Juventus is really there. They are on top. They already offered 70 million euro to Sporting, that is asking for 80 million euro. I'm not sure. I don't know. Again, I tell you, it will be a surprising mercato, a mercato that will be really difficult to understand. Di Gregorio, on the other side, he wants to stay at Juve. There were some voices of him possibly be and leaving Juve. At the moment, he wants to stay. He wants to add his name to the five untouchables of the day before. They didn't speak about the five untouchables by memory. Were um, Cambiaso, Yildiz, Thuram, Cambiaso, Yildiz, Thuram, I believe Gatti and Locatelli could be. Not sure. I believe these are the five untouchables for Tudor. I will come back and correct if I was wrong, but I think that these are the five. On top of that, Di Gregorio wants to add his name, not only add his name to his list, but also winning a trophy with Juve. That's why, after refusing Liverpool last summer before joining Juve, he also refused the advances of Pep Guardiola. That is really literally in love of the player. We remember that 2-0 of Juve winning against the Citizen. So he refused them because he really wants to stay at Juve, also to go after Spalletti, to hoping for a first spot, no, first spot, to a call up, a regular call up with the La Nazionale that could possibly go to Gennaro Gattuso. Strange. Ragazzi, really strange. I would personally not bet on Gennaro Gattuso. I think it's also a bad image for the Italian team, because they were looking for Ranieri, they were looking for Pioli, they were looking for even Mourinho at a certain moment. If you go for Gennaro Gattuso, with all the love that I have for the person and also the player, as a coach, guys, I am not sure. So the risk of not going back to USA next summer, but this time for the Azzurri, is really big. Last news before closing today's video: Tonali more and more and more and more difficult. That's why Juventus is back on Ederson from Atalanta. Is that a player that you would love to have at Juve? Let me know in the comment section. Put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to have all the news about that Club World Cup, the link is into the description. OneFootball is the place to go. It's totally for free. Do it now. Grazie, forza, Juve. And now we'll close the video.